Hey everybody, and welcome to final round front 12 coverage of the 2017 Coachman Classic in Clearwater, Florida, presented by AMS with Cams Production. My name is Cameron Harbichuk. I'm the tournament director of the event, and I'm joined again by Grant Britton.
Here we go, final round. This is what you guys have been waiting for. And luckily, we do not have somebody running away with it because we have a tight battle up there with Charlie Goodpasture and Daniel Rendell. Just 3 strokes separate the two, and then we have a little bit of a stroke separation from third place. And we got Anthony Hoff sitting in third. We have Dustin Riles sitting in fourth, 1 stroke behind him. And then the one change we have in this lead card, we got to see him on the first card, is Alexi Bubis, who came in with a 65 again. And he jumped.
Okay, you're 3 shots in the lead. What are you going to do to bring this one home this year?
Make putts. I mean, Coachman's known for a pitch and putt for us open players, and hopefully I'm pitching them close so I can putt them in. You know, drive for show, putt for dough. That's what we're here for.
There you go. Okay, you're 3 strokes back. What's your plan?
I'm just gonna stick it out. You know, see what happens. Do my best. That's what I always say when I'm playing. Go out there and do my best.
Well, that's worked so far.
Oh yeah.
Final round.
Make putts. That's my thing.
Make putts.
Today.
You did that yesterday in the second round.
Some of them. I made some of them. I got to make all the putts today.
In the circle? Outside the circle?
Every putt. 100-foot putts. They're going in.
Okay.
What a great goal.
What are you going to do to win?
The best kind of molestation.
I think winning is out of the reach unless Charlie blows up. I don't see that happening. He's playing really well this year. To win, I would have to shoot probably like 15, 16 down.
And hope Charlie and Daniel go south.
And hope Charlie and Daniel go south, which I would never do.
You gotta love how
that's the answer.
straightforward Dustin.
That's the answer.
You're back. You're on the lead card. What's your hopes for today?
Just to have fun. Really? Keep it up. The expectations aren't that great. Not that high. Just have fun and enjoy the final round.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, as we start this round, we had some weather roll in Saturday night and into Sunday morning, so it's a little breezy. We've got a little bit on and off rain here throughout the morning, and so that should make things a little bit interesting here as we go through this final round.
How was the weather? Did it cool down this morning?
Yeah, it's actually a little chilly as Charlie throws this roller that he went back to again.
It's
And-
looking great.
Yeah. So the cold front came through Saturday night and into Sunday morning, and we're actually probably about 15 degrees cooler than we were start of the day on Saturday. So I think the starting temperature for this round is about 61, which for us here in Florida is almost snow camp weather. So
What a beautiful drive from Daniel. And Daniel needs to get out the gate strong to keep that pressure on Charlie.
yeah, it's gonna be fun. Charlie and Daniel are good friends, and they compete against each other a lot down here in Clearwater. So it'll be fun to watch them.
Definitely the two, I would say the 2 favorites if you look at them on paper. As Dustin Heiser's out a little bit too much, you can hear that wind picking up. We know what Alexi did here round 1. Let's see if he can mimic that.
Same disc, a little bit different line. That wind's starting to affect those discs a little bit. Yeah, you know, it's interesting. We don't really talk about rivalries too much, and I wouldn't call them rivalries, but you know, like we said in round 2, you've got Charlie and Daniel who play together a lot, and they're going to be competing for first place. And then you've got Anthony and Dustin who competed a lot last year and advanced, and they went back and forth. They each picked up 3 wins in the advanced field last year, and they traveled together. So it was really fun for me to watch because I traveled with them a little bit. So it'll be interesting to watch these guys play on the pro card, and then of course we got Alexi Bubis, who can never count him out of anything. So.
All right, Anthony put a lot of pressure on himself to make every single putt. Let's see if this 60-footer can fall.
Well, Anthony, I'm severely disappointed that you didn't make that.
Oh, and look at that, the CTB flag. That is definitely not where Dustin's drive landed in round 2.
That's a good start by Charlie. Yeah, I'll give the spoiler out. The CTP was actually taken by a short pad player.
Boo.
Yeah, I know. It was Advanced Senior Grand Masters.
Well, that's okay.
And it was Gary Johnson, who was known as the short pad master.
God, I knew I was going to do that, man.
You can see that rain is trickling down just a little bit. It's not a very hard rain, but it's enough just to get the disc wet. Maybe that played into Daniel missing that putt.
And you can hear Daniel said it, you know, you have to stay outside of your own head. You have to step up and think about what you're going to do to make the putt go in, not about the things that are going to prevent it from going in.
Yeah, I think we saw Daniel do that yesterday too with the second round. He had a decent drive on the hole, and he missed a shorter putt, and I think he started off to a pretty slow start yesterday, and hopefully he can kind of erase that and get up to a pretty quick start today.
Yeah, quick stroke swing from Daniel and Charlie. That's now a 4-stroke lead. This was one of the, we still only yet to see 2 birdies on this hole. Maybe that looks good from Charlie. Good correction from him after the first 2 rounds. Got a little more height, a little more power, results in a closer putt. And Daniel, he's known to take this risky inside gap.
He's got it. Man, he hits that so pure. A little short, but I think he's going to be pretty happy with that.
In 100%, he is the only one in this whole field taking that gap.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I've moved the Mando to that side just to see if I could entice somebody crazy enough to throw that route. And I'm glad to see that at least one person has done it.
That has some good pace on it right there, and he got it nice and tight.
Wow, that is about as good as you can get on this hole. This is a really tough hole with that uphill and then downhill angle. It's really low ceiling off the tee pad. This is a really tough hole, and Dustin just made it look extremely easy.
Yeah, Dustin's been working on that sidearm. I would say about a year ago, he hasn't even thrown a sidearm in a tournament round. So it's cool to see him have the confidence to step up to a tee pad and get one 340 feet down there for a park job. That's all Charlie needs is lay him up close, and he should be walking away with this one.
There's that step putt that we were talking about from Anthony yesterday. Maybe he is going to make every putt. Maybe that first putt was just a warm-up. Alexi's very brave wearing all white at Coachman today. For those of you that don't know about Northeast Coachman, it's mostly dirt.
Great drive.
So the all-white attire today is very brave. A little bit of early round banter between the guys. Charlie's going to extend that lead to 4 strokes. Anthony's going to pick up a stroke on Dustin. It's going to be a tight race.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of struggles on this hole. I don't think we've seen a bogey yet, but very few birdies.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a tough one to navigate.
This hole actually gets birdied the least out of the 6 extra holes here, although hole C does have a worse scoring average. So there's been more birdies, but there's definitely been more bogeys on C than there has on this hole. And that was actually the branch that fell during the hurricane that caused us to move this tee pad to the left. The tee pad normally sits about 40 feet to the right and points straight down this right-hand gap that these guys are hitting.
That has the distance. Oh, just you could see that grass patch that's catching the disc. It's hard. This is a hard shot to keep high enough, and the ground's not very, very forgiving for the skip unless you get it all the way far enough.
You know, I think it's interesting. This is the 3rd time that Charlie's gotten a pretty good throw on this. He'll probably go 3 for 3 on birdies for this hole. And I think it's because he kind of took a step down in the overstability and threw something a little bit straighter and a little bit softer to get that glide.
Agreed.
To get around that corner. And you can see Alexi getting high and hitting that same branch that Anthony did. I think this hole kind of tricks you into throwing that overstable driver down the right-hand side when really you just need something a little bit more glidey to get around the corner.
It's a tough upshot, and as you can see, you know, it's making players do forehand rollers or flick shots, which Anthony executes pretty well.
Yeah, that's going to leave him about 28 feet short of the basket.
And I gotta assume that was his goal, to just get pin high and crash into the fence, which he executed well.
And Alexi's going to be in the same spot.
Which they will get a meter off that fence, so it's going to get him well inside the circle for the par save. Oh, that's 2 good runs in a row from Dustin. Hole 1 and hole B. The stroke's looking good, just a little bit higher.
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
Just like we saw last time, Daniel starting off with some putting struggles.
And he's making good on his promise, making all these putts.
That feels good when you have to throw something like a forehand roller as a Lexi, a little bit right, and you're getting up and down. That's a good feeling. Good cleanup from Daniel from about 20 feet.
Charlie goes 3 for 3 on this hole for the weekend. That's pretty impressive.
You said this hole wasn't birdie that much. Charlie definitely brought that average a little bit down.
I think in the pro cards there was a total of 7 birdies, so Charlie got almost half of them.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, that's putting in a good weekend's worth of work there.
And we are yet to see this hole get birdied or even close to a birdie. I'm sure these guys, knowing it's the last time they get to attack it, they're hoping to hit that gap with a good amount of power. Charlie's going to go to that rival.
Yeah, I said that hole C had been birdied the least out of these holes, or hole B had been birdied the least, and that's because there were 7 birdies on B and 8 birdies on C. So it was a pretty tight margin.
Hopefully we get one right here. Charlie had a good line, but it was a little bit too low. Oh, good stop from the grass because that was tracking towards the creek.
Daniel getting some love from his caddy, Jeremy Smith, there with the lawn chair. That's the kind of caddy you need on a 24-hole round.
Man, I wonder what Jeremy charges. Oh, that was looking so good and kissed the tree right as it was starting to hyzer back to the basket.
These guys definitely look like they're playing this hole a little bit more aggressive today than they were yesterday. A lot more shots directly towards the basket rather than that far right-hand gap.
Let's see how Alexi follows up that bogey. This has some good action on it.
Yeah, that's a beautiful shot. That's
Oh
going to be
yeah.
pin high. That sidewalk is OB, so, and that's 430 feet from the tee pad. So we got 427 feet on that drive.
We'll see what kind of run he gives it with OB. About 5 feet behind the basket. Dustin, even with that kick, is still looking to cut a couple strokes. As we remember, he putted one OB last round. That was a good up. Take your medicine, Dustin.
Charlie's laughing at his putt.
Charlie knows. Just keep it clean. Keep it clean. We'll be fine.
Yes.
There we go. There's the birdie.
That is a great putt. That is a great birdie.
I don't think anybody else would make that outfit look that good.
Yeah, all white is tough.
He makes it work.
Yeah, Daniel with the birdie. Got 2 birdies on this card. Dustin's taking this one slow. He took a 5 on this whole last round, so he's trying to make sure that he gets that 3 this time.
He moved my disc. Can we get that mark on the card, please?
We saw that, Charlie. We saw that.
Charlie's always trying to lighten the mood a little bit.
Got struggle to get the disc out of that.
Well, he knows he's only got Anthony by 8, so he needs all he can get.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Daniel taking a birdie, getting it back to 4 strokes, so he's staying alive. These are definitely the holes that you gotta, if you're gonna have a chance to catch Charlie, it's gotta be back here, because you know when Charlie steps foot back on Coachman, he likes to string them together. As Daniel, another good shot. Let's see how close that actually got from the reverse angle.
Is that his T-bird that he's throwing there?
You know, I think it's a Shark 3. He's had the same green champion Shark 3 for the last, 2-3 years, and I'm pretty sure that's the Shark 3. T-bird's a little bit much with OB right behind it. It's definitely a ghost. One of his more stable ones that he can rip over flat on it and trust it to hold a good line. Yeah, Daniel is relaxing back there in that lawn chair.
Wow, what a good caddy he's got. Shout out to Jeremy Smith too. He's a metal fabricator. I'm sure that's grossly understating what he does, but he actually printed and cut 240 custom stainless steel minis for our amateur players for this tournament. He's just a great guy, does some really great work. So check out Jeremy Smith on Facebook for some really sweet metal minis.
Yeah, he will do a PDGA number with any stamp you want on it.
Yep.
As Dustin gets a little bit sneaky, that's gonna give him a putt. Probably inside the circle.
Getting a lot of reverse angles on this hole. Got some good shots. These guys are making this hole look easy. This is a tough little hole. It's a little bit left of straight and requires a really smooth tunnel shot to get it through.
A little bit early.
Yeah, Lexi's going to leave himself with a little bit of work to do. Anthony has found one of these giant patches of bushes that are right next to the basket. So he's going to have a tough time getting the stance here.
I'll back up a little bit.
There.
Good?
Dustin giving some love. Like Cam said, they are competing, but at the same time, they're all good friends trying to help each other out best
Yeah,
they can.
that looked like a layup the whole way there by Anthony. That's a smart play with that OB long and that tree hanging over in front of him. Oh, no love on the basket for Alexi.
Oh, that was sturdy. That had a good line on it.
Wow. Is that 3 for 3 for Charlie on this hole too?
I think he was a little bit short last round, but I can't recall it. Could have been.
Oh no, that looks like that might have.
Haven't seen the OB indicator, so we might get to see if that's straddling the line a little bit.
Finally got it.
Finally got it. I'm guessing he was safe.
We pulled those OB lines up this year and put them a little bit closer to the basket. Right behind where Dustin is standing and taking this putt, there's about a 15-foot drop off right to a rock bed creek. So clearly we don't want anybody messing with any of that.
Unfortunate bogey after picking up that stellar birdie on the hole before. Let's see. Yep, Dustin was in fact inbounds, picking up a par. Charlie and Daniel both taking the birdies, and they're starting to pull themselves away on that 1 and 2 spot. As we step up to hole E, and this is a hole we've seen the forehand backhand combo. Just a nice straight shot, and don't go too deep in the basket. And you can hear, man, that wind is picking up. That's not common for Coachman, as Daniel barely stays in bounds. It always likes to find, the wind likes to find its way here on tournament weekends. Charlie, another great shot, putting himself inside 20 feet.
Dustin going that S-line FD3 here.
And trusting it. That was a really good line.
That's a great shot.
And that is parked. Yeah, I know Dustin, I think he has the S-line strictly for forehands. He likes to keep the same disc for forehand, and he goes to the C-line for the backhand.
Yep.
As Alexi just comes out of his hand a little bit too high. There's that step putt, getting the nose down. I feel like the step putt would be hard when you have a little bit of an uphill stance.
Daniel just a little weak left on that putt. Lexi's got the putter to match his outfit. Just a little bit short. Now that I know for a fact is 3 for 3 for Charlie on the weekend.
Charlie, he has gotten 4 out of the last 5 out of the last 6 holes to start the round. He's on fire.
That's a pretty impressive way to start off when you're leading the final round and you've got 4 guys that are all gunning for you.
That is an extremely well played bonus golf so far.
you got a new one, or is that the new one?
Brand new. They sent me a credit for 160 bucks.
I guess 4 out of 5. I might be missing one. So Charlie is 4 down. Oh yes, he missed the first bonus hole, but still, nonetheless, a phenomenal start. And we're on to the last extra hole, hole F, 301. You guys know this one. The turnovers have been getting a little bit higher on these guys, so we're looking to keep it a little bit lower as it starts to turn into the gap. And that wind is just lifting the disc up, and there you see it.
Yeah, it's really tough to go OB off the tee pad long over that sidewalk because that ceiling does get pretty low over the basket. And so most of these guys are probably just going to throw it up and hope that it kicks into these trees and trickles down.
Oh, there it is.
Dustin made a putt from over there during the first round. We'll see if he can duplicate that.
Yeah, he's putting 2 good putts on this hole. Daniel going back to that tee road, we believe. Keeping it low and slicing through the wind, and he put himself right back where he was in the second round. As we remember, Anthony was a little bit low on the second round here. Corrected, now he's a little bit too high. I believe Alexi likes the McPro Rock 3s for these turnover shots. Yeah, turnover mid-range shot is not an easy shot when you have headwind, because you never know how stable up you should go.
Yeah, and it's tough too because this hole plays a lot like an island. You've got OB left, right, and behind, so you got to kind of decide which direction you want to miss if you're going to miss. That wind is just for Florida. This is wind. If you're watching us from Texas or Oklahoma, then this is just another Sunday, but for us, anything over about 20 miles an hour is really starting to pick up a lot. And it's interesting to see Anthony go with the jump putt rather than his traditional step putt.
Oh my God, Dick, you kidding me?
That's a tough break for Daniel.
Yeah, he's at the point where he had to be aggressive on that drive if he wanted to keep pace with Charlie. And I know we have a lot of golf left, 17 holes. But it's slowly starting to look like Daniel has to maintain position to hold on to second place. So there it is. We are done with the bonus golf, and we are back to Coachman. We're going to see some birdies strung together here. This is the basket where Charlie in round 1 hit off the cage for the ace.
And then in round 2, mediocrely parked it.
Let's see what he can do here.
Is he going to go 3 for 3 on this one too?
Oh, that was sneaky. Oh,
God.
it was meant to be. Yeah, we have to watch. Oh, slow motion. Doing it to him. That was a tight gap right there, and he is pushing all the way to hole 3's tee pad.
Oh, wow. Look at that camera work. And that's going to leave him with about a 20-foot putt for birdie. I guess when things are going good, they're going great. Justin's going to get up there. He's going to
Yeah, nice break.
Another reverse angle shot down this tunnel on hole 2.
Oh yeah, that was sailing.
Yeah,
It's
nice.
gonna be a little deeper. That was a good little bush stop.
Anthony going back to that envy.
Oh, crikey, it looks like it's going for the hole.
Oh yeah, pure line. You got a chance.
You're having a good time.
Yeah, that's good. Daniel relaxing. What a great caddy. That's a 10-20 rated caddy right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Lawn chair.
Lawn chair, I'll carry your bag, I'll get a lawn chair for you, I'll give you a foot massage. Daniel's living the life.
Man, they are getting some good kicks on this hole. That was drifting off right as well. That's gonna leave him a putt. That's where we saw Trey make a putt from over there, round 2.
Oh.
A little bit early. You can't find the middle of the basket. See if Dustin can find it.
He found the middle of the basket. Charlie continues to put the pedal down and just keep on rolling with the birdies.
You know, even though Charlie had a good break on that, you still got to seal it in with the putt. And I don't know if we want to call the dagger out this early, but we're getting close to it. A couple more birdies in a row, and Charlie's going to have a victory lap on the back nine.
Yeah, he's up 7 strokes with 16 holes to go.
On a course that it's already to find separation. Unless you're Charlie Goodpasture and birdie half the holes.
All right, Grant. Let's see if Charlie can go two down like he said he was
Come on,
going
Charlie,
to.
I'm counting on you.
Looks like he's over. He looks like he corrected from both first rounds, and
Oh yeah,
that's it.
I knew it. This hole is just that shot round one from Charlie was unacceptable.
Uncharacteristic, Yep.
Anthony lays one about 18 feet to the left.
Any idea what this orange disc is that Dustin's throwing?
You know, I think it's a mortar, or yeah, I'm pretty sure that's his mortar. Which is, you know, Dustin's a very smooth player, and it's strange to see him flex shots on holes like this, but he knows his game better than we do.
Yeah,
and it works.
Yeah, I don't think Dustin has that much understable plastic in his bag.
Oh, that's a good line. That's the ace run, high and just under that tree to the right. Let's see how close this actually gets. No, shorter than we thought.
Yeah, shout out to my good.
Oh,
wow.
That's Alexis up shot.
Shout out to my good friend Chris Johnson playing advanced ace this hole. Got a piece of the $560 ace fund this weekend.
How many aces do we have, Cam?
We had 2 aces this weekend. We had hole 3 and we had hole 6. And they happened at the same exact time.
That's amazing. That's still a low count for the weekend.
Yep.
With the majority of the holes being under 280 feet.
Yeah, and we actually had 45 pros at this event, so I kind of was expecting there to be, you know, at least 4 or 5, but you know, there was no throw off, which makes the tournament director happy, so I was okay with that.
And we got another 4 out of 5 birdies on hole 3, similar to the last round. I'm pretty sure this hole 3 and 4 are the back-to-back, I would say, easiest 2 holes that you want to come home with at least one of them.
Yeah, if you're definitely going to start a rally and string something together, it's going to happen in this stretch of 2, 3, and 4 here.
And it's crazy to think Alexi, he shot 7 down the first round, and he actually bogeyed 3 and 4 the first round.
Yeah.
Which is very rare. Charlie getting some good groundwork. So as Anthony goes back to that wide sidearm, and it is working great for him.
Yeah, it looks like he's in the same exact spot he was last round.
Nice standstill. Only 226, so the distance is not what you have to worry about. It's just step up and hit your line. That looks good from Dustin. A little bit of an early cut roll. Oh, that's a good line. Let's see if he can stay out of that ditch as he does. We're making easy work of this hole.
Alexi with a standstill back. That's a love. Nice.
Wow.
All these guys are going to be putting for 2.
We remember what this hole did to these players in round 1.
Yeah,
It was
this
pretty
basket.
dirty.
This basket is notorious for not accepting putts from pro players. Charlie's extremely upset with the ground. Oh, wow.
You know, Charlie, he hasn't parked a lot of holes. He's been, you know, I don't think we spoke enough on his putting from outside 20 has been phenomenal this tournament.
Yeah.
And it's showing in the score. There we go, Daniel.
Looks like we got a star frame here. Nice.
Very nice.
It's a good star frame to get. I think that's only the second one we've had on our coverage this weekend.
And look at that. Anthony Hoff is sitting only 3 behind Daniel. There's the battle right there.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point, Charlie's probably getting just a little bit out of reach from some of these guys. Not that these guys aren't really good players, but it's really tough to make up 7 strokes on the rest of the course here. But we'll see what happens.
It's going to have to involve Charlie really getting in some trouble and somebody else playing lights out. Here we go, hole 5. Another hole that we haven't seen that many good drives from thus far in the tournament.
Look at that, Jeremy Smith with more 1050 rated caddy and getting the water. Charlie going back to that ghost.
And he put the right amount of power on it this time. And
yeah,
yep, that's what you want to do.
That's part. It's about as pretty as you can throw it.
Anthony going back to that matrix, and let's see if he got the turn on it. That also looks pretty good.
Nice.
Yep. If you get in front of that little palm to the left, you're going to be sitting inside the circle.
Dustin throwing the C-Line MD3. That looks a little early.
But that's some Dustin range. He's made some putts on this hole from over there.
Daniel going to his T-Bird.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he knew that was going to be all the way down there.
Good shot by Alexi. He's going to be pinned high, probably about 35 feet to the right. That's the second one that Dustin's hit off the front of the cage.
This is for Anthony to take a 2-stroke lead over Dustin. And he sneaks it in left side. Daniel's still in position after that tree kick.
Why am I throwing it left? Why?
Yeah, Daniel trying to figure out what he needs to do to get to center up that putt.
Just a bit right for Alexi.
Oh, he's had so many putts that have been so close.
We still haven't seen Charlie throw yet, have we?
No.
Charlie coming in to clean up his birdie. That makes 4 in a row for Charlie.
Yep, 4 in a row. Like I said, Charlie knows his original 18 holes. This is his backyard.
Yeah.
And not only is it his home course, but, you know, Charlie is deadly from inside 300 feet. Not saying he's not a great player from outside, but he definitely excels in this type of golf. As he laces one inside 20 feet.
Uh-oh.
That was a great run by Anthony there. Shout out to the gentleman in the red shirt sitting down. That's Mr. Ryan Sheldon. And he actually did live scoring for us this final round. So a huge shout out to him as Dustin puts it about 25 feet long right.
Yeah, I actually went to a tournament across the coast same weekend, and I was on my phone following the live scoring during my final round.
Alexi going back to that standstill.
I wonder if he's just not feeling the confidence right now in his touch short game. Just outside the circle.
There we go.
Yeah, he gets it to stick high right. He deserved that one. He's had a couple find a way out the back door. Wow.
Yeah. That's some love right there from the Coachman chains.
Lexi likes to putt with those McPro aviars. They get great glide for him. Good putt. Good cleanup from Dustin. You can't let too many birdies go away with Anthony. He's starting to pull away a little bit. Charlie for the 5th birdie in a row. Making it look easy.
Just rolling along. got another star frame.
That's a cool freeze frame right there with Alexi flying in the air. Yeah, Charlie already at 900 par after the first 12 holes. Only missing 3 holes with playing those bonus holes. He is off to a hot start. And we are down to the final 12 holes. We will catch you guys there.